Hi!
Hola! Welcome! Bienvenidos!
We are growing up at Borders, a family of 5 traveling around the world.
Today's video, first of all, is sponsored by TimeKettle. TimeKettle is a 3-in-1 earbud translator. Supports translation. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Saya punya 2 saudara perempuan.
Cool. I have 2 sisters too, and a brother. Phone calls.
Janice, hold up. Yes, Stacy. Yes, I'm just on another phone call. Can you just hold up for 2 seconds?
And music. But before we get into that, let's give you a quick update because we haven't talked to you guys, talk to talk.
Like a live or anything in a while.
For a long while. Like our last live was in Pakistan.
So this is gonna be just an
Actually,
update
it's
of what we're doing and where we are.
Because since we've seen you, or since we've had a live kind of current update, we've been to how many countries?
14 countries!
Or at least different places, yeah. It's been crazy busy.
It's been full on. So
Yeah.
let's give you a quick update just to bring you up to speed because
Okay.
this way, if ever you're confused and you want to know which
Yeah.
videos we're releasing, just go back to these. Actually, that's not true because all of Southeast Asia and Asia is kind of out of whack. But anyway, this is kind of what we've been up to since Pakistan,
If you will.
if you will. Okay, so let's do it. We'll go like this. We'll go boom, 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 boom.
This is just since our since our live. So ready?
Okay, yeah.
We were in Pakistan, where our last live was. When we went
Yep.
back to Switzerland, we only spent like 40 days there after being gone for like 3 years, if you can imagine.
Yep.
2.5 years.
we biked into
France, which was really cool. Here we are. We're coming to the border town.
Yeah.
After France, then we went to Turkey,
Then
Georgia.
Georgia.
The
for
country of
Yeah,
Georgia.
not the state.
and we were in 2 different cities. So, do you remember the names of the cities? Tbilisi,
Which was
one,
the capital.
and Batumi, which was on the ocean. It was really cool.
Yeah. Then we went to Central Asia for the first time. So we started in Kazakhstan.
We went to Uzbekistan.
Like we crossed over by
Literally the
land,
same day, yeah.
Uzbekistan.
That was cool to see.
From Uzbekistan, we did this beautiful long drive into Tajikistan.
Then we went back to Uzbekistan.
Yep.
Then we went
Then we went back into Kazakhstan.
to then drive to Kyrgyzstan.
And then after Kyrgyzstan, we went into Kazakhstan,
That-
Almaty.
Was insane. We always were like, no, not insane. It was just long drives and journeys. It was like,
And don't mind the
Borders.
dogs. Sorry about the dogs, okay?
Oh,
we
shit,
can't
yeah.
do anything about it. We don't even hear them anymore.
No,
but
they're
this is
just
like kind of like this background noise, and we can't get rid of it, and we can't get them to stop. So sorry.
sorry.
I feel like going like, cállate.
Yeah.
That means like, shut up.
Obviously, you guys know we're in the Spanish country.
Oh,
Well,
wait, that's what that means?
Spanish place.
Let me shut up. Anyway, okay. So wait. From Almaty, we were in.
Central Asia, yeah, it was busy and stuff, but
From Almaty, where did we go? From
Yes,
Almaty, we went
next.
to. No.
yeah.
Turkey.
But where did
Oh,
you
in Turkey, yeah.
Went to Bodrum.
Bodrum,
Turkey.
and that was beautiful on the beach.
Yeah.
We loved it. From
Then
Bodrum.
we went.
So then we went to Bristol, UK.
We are now taking the Flix bus all the way to London for 3 hours and then hop on another bus for another 8 hours and then we arrive in Paris. Took a long journey to get there. We went from Bristol, UK, then we were on a bus for like 10 hours to Paris, France.
And from Paris, we missed our flight to get to Canada. Let me just explain to you guys what just happened. We just missed our flights. But then we were able to catch the next flight the next day, and then we were in Montreal, and then we visited our families, we did
And then
Thanksgiving,
Atlanta, Georgia.
and then we went to Atlanta, Georgia.
So we thought that the song I Got My Peaches Out in Georgia meant the country of Georgia. But I mean, at the same time, it can mean Atlanta, Georgia, because I got my peaches out in Georgia.
And then we went to the Dominican Republic.
And then from the Dominican Republic, we took this really cool ferry to
Puerto Rico!
So we're
And
back in the States.
this is why this ties into this beautiful baby right here. This is the M3 TimeKettle. These things are these really cool earbuds, and I'm just going to quickly show them to you because we didn't have these until we went to Canada. And so out of all those places and countries we've been to, only 3 of them right? Canada, US, UK, only 3 out of all those countries speak English.
Mind you, we speak a couple languages, but if you're like someone who
Well,
only
we don't
speaks
speak
one,
like Russian
No.
or dialects of Russian. Like
No.
we do
no,
in
like a lot of
Japan.
Central Asian countries did speak mostly Russian in their languages, if you will.
Exactly. And this thing, the way this works, I'm going to tell you like maybe 3 quick stories of funny stories of where we could have used this, and I wish we could have used this, and then we're going to show it to you a live demonstration. La-da! But what this is like it's a translation headset.
device.
Okay, so it looks like this, just to give you an idea.
It's like spy tech, if you will.
A spy
Yeah.
tech. You put it in your ears, and you can talk one language, and the other person will hear it translated.
Into
And then
their
they
language.
talk, and then they have all these, like you go on the app, and I'm going to show you the whole thing, but you select the language, and then you basically can have full-on conversations. So
Yeah.
we'll go find someone on the street, like in a few minutes, to show you guys live how it works. And it's pretty darn cool. So, like, out of the countries we were in, when we were in Turkey, which was just recently, we went into a hair salon.
Barbecue. Well, it's like
It was
a
like-
hair salon.
It was a hair salon.
Yeah.
It was a hair salon,
And it was
but
a
it was a guy. And she was a little hesitant. She was like, I don't know. And the
I
reason
want to keep my hair long
then why were you hesitant?
because my mom went in first, and she had longer hair, longer than she did now.
I was growing my
And
hair.
she was only like, just do like a little bit of this.
So I decided to come out and get my hair cut this morning, and this is where you need TimeKettle. I literally showed him pictures and told him not to cut any length off, that I just wanted the back cleaned up a little bit. This is the picture that I showed him that I wanted. Needless to say, he cut it all off, but luckily I'm an easygoing person, so it's all good. But seriously, I tried Google Translate and he just, didn't understand it. So let's see what happens to the girls. But yeah, can't wait to get using TimeKettle in countries like this.
He didn't understand, and so he cut like a lot of her hair off. So that made me really nervous.
Then we were in a taxi ride in Almaty, and that was funny because the guy was having this beautiful conversation. Tyler wasn't there, so I didn't even have an ability or a phone to
We didn't have
use-
data.
Yeah, so I couldn't translate anything. And the guy was like, "How many kids do you have? How old are you?" And we were
We
trying
were
to
just like using our fingers and like, na na na.
Yeah.
But you still had a pretty good conversation.
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Believe it or not, I had a whole conversation with the guy, and it was all through this mumble jumble kind of.
Way of speaking. If you will.
Like, remember he was even asking me do you smoke? Remember?
By
So-
looking out the window. Da da.
Pointing at someone
Da,
else.
da, da, and the other lady's
Right.
huh? Nah, you? It was so funny. But what did we get out of the conversation? We knew that he had kids. We knew the ages of their kids.
He didn't smoke.
He didn't smoke. We knew his age.
Yep.
What else? It was pretty funny. Anyway, it was a good conversation. And then, one time, do you remember Belarus? Trying to get into Belarus?
Yeah, explain that
Yeah,
story.
we
girls.
were like out on the streets looking for somebody who would speak English because the person on the Airbnb didn't speak English and she canceled our reservation or something. So we were out on the streets looking for someone who would speak English to us, but no one did.
No.
So we were out till midnight looking for a place to stay.
Actually, I think, and then we ended up we were asking people that were just drinking in the park to help us. And then we started knocking on people's doors in the apartment building, and we were like, "Do you speak English?" Whatever. What did it say for no in Russian?
Nicht.
Nicht. Whatever. I don't know. That's like German, isn't it? Nein. I don't know. Whatever they say in
I
Russian.
should know it because I've been studying Russian, learning Russian.
Anyway, again, if we had these, we would have been able to be like, "Hey, we're looking for this number," because it's all these Soviet kind of buildings. There's no numbers on it. There's no light switches when you walk in. You have to stamp your foot and that turns on the light.
But that was when we found never a place. If booking helped us to find it. So this was going into the next place.
Yeah, but we couldn't understand a thing. I even ordered milk, no coffee. And then she gave me a black coffee, and I was like, "Oh, can you put milk?" And she was like, "No." Basically, we could have used it in so many countries. So, Angelique, do you have any other times that you could have used it?
Quite a few actually.
Do you want to share?
No.
Well, in general, for example, let's say you are in a country and you want to make new friends, but they don't necessarily speak the language you speak. You could always be like, "Hey, you want to play this game?" Or,
Yeah.
it's good for anything.
It is pretty cool. I've never ever seen anything like that. So I was so excited when they reached out to us. The other thing, obviously, like it works also just as a normal headset. So you can do all the normal things you can do on headset.
Practice languages on there.
They have
actually,
features.
It has an
pretty amazing.
AI app.
Yep.
It's really cool. Okay, here we are. We're gonna pull into this like shopping area and see if we can find someone to test out the TimeKettle with. See how we make out. I think we should try this one, the touch mode. I think that's like the best, where each person has a device in their ear and then you tap it to speak. Tengo cosas que hace traducción. Sí, es posible de hacer un test para ver si funciona. Okay, so it shows. Okay. So right. This one. Este es left. Este es right. Cuando yo toco aquí, when I touch here, it should translate for you. Hello. Abierto.
Sí, te lo escucho bien. Está funcionando, te escucho.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
Hello.
Sí, ya está ready. Ya.
Have you lived here for a long time?
Sí, llevo 26 años viviendo toda mi vida.
And so would you say this is where the best beaches are in all of Puerto Rico?
Para mí sí, he tenido buena educación y es una isla sumamente bella.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for testing
Claro.
it.
Sí, sí, no, está súper buena y se entiende, traduce súper bien.
It worked. That is so cool. So like you can have a full-on conversation with someone. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the other modes that they have. So once you're in here, the touch mode is what I just showed you, where one person touches the speaker and the other person, when they want to speak, they touch it. And so it kind of has this like back forth conversation with people. And then the other one is the listen mode. And so the way the listen mode is you place your phone next to the speaker, and then when they speak, then you hear it coming back through on your earphones. So that's really cool. So that's listen mode. Speaker mode is you listen with your headphones and the other party listens and speaks with your mobile phone. So in case somebody doesn't want to use the actual headphones, you just let them speak into your phone and then you hear it back and then it speaks back. I also want to visit Israel because it's like having a Bible come to life.
Saya juga ingin mengunjungi Israel.
So there's different options that you could use, which is pretty cool. Then they have AI teachers. That's really cool. So you can go into an AI section of it and then you can just try it out and it actually speaks. So that's neat. And then let's see all the different languages. So you go into this and then you can select your language. So let's see how many languages they have. All right, so they've got Chinese, English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, German, Italian, Russian, Arabic, Japanese, Korean, Indonesian, Hindi, Thai, Telugu, Tamil, Urdu, Vietnamese. I mean, the list goes, oh my gosh. They have so many languages. That is so cool. So this is going to be like the new thing, honestly, that we will not leave home without. And I'm even going to try it as an application to learn a new language, because then you can hear it and practice it, hear it again, practice it. So it's kind of cool. So basically we could have utilized this in so many different countries and it could have been amazing if we had it. Now that we have it, it's kind of like one of these things that we will not travel without. So yeah, we're in Puerto Rico, like she just said. Our videos are coming out. They're a little bit delayed. We know that. That's why we wanted to give you guys a special update to tell you what we've been up to.
We've been trying to do lots of planning and stuff with the Caribbean because there's so many islands. The easiest would be to do bag cruise. So You guys know anyone working for the cruise lines?
Hook us up.
Tell them
Hook
we
us
want
up.
to collaborate.
Hook us up so we can get to the islands. The other
Yes.
thing, there's options, okay? So option 1 is obviously the cruise. Option 2 is
Sailboat.
the
Ferries.
sailboat. Ferries.
Cargo ships.
Cargo ships.
Airplane.
That'd actually be fun to try doing cargo ships.
And last but not least, a rowboat.
Or swimming. No, but in all fairness, okay.
No.
Okay,
Shark
the cargo
attack.
ship, believe it or not,
Yeah, you can do.
is a way you can get from island to island, and they have cabins, you guys.
Well, like Outer Banks, they went to the Bahamas and they were picked up in the middle of the ocean by ferry. Okay, now I know they were getting like picked up because they were surviving and stuff. But
Okay, wait.
you could
Okay, we're
actually
getting
go
off topic, guys.
Wait, we did a ferry though to get here to Puerto
You could
Rico.
do ferries, yeah.
We took ferries del Caribe.
And it was like a cruise ship. We couldn't believe it because we've been on a
Entertainment,
ferry before, but it was
food,
never like this. Yeah.
rooms.
Entertainment after entertainment kind of thing.
It was like a talent show. They had a magic show, dancers. They even had like a Latino kind of tropical dancers that we didn't see those, but we saw the others. It was phenomenal, and the food was really good, and yeah. So it was like a mini cruise overnight to get here.
But Puerto Rico is technically the U.S. territory, so we can't really consider it another country, even though it's kind of.
But it
feels
kind
like
of is. Like they kind of, I can see how they feel like they're uniquely separate. There goes those dogs again. So we better get on with the video.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you guys next time. Thanks so much.